Engaging four-wheel drive, high and low, in my Jeep Gladiator. Is it any better now? Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Automotive JT. Today, I'm going to take the Gladiator out, and we're going to engage four-wheel drive high and low again. Now, I've done this in the past, and it was a little difficult to engage. So I'm curious, after putting some miles on the Jeep, letting it wear in a little bit, if it's any easier now. Now, I am going to go by the instructions, so I'm going to show you those, or I'll tell you those, and then we're going to engage four-wheel drive high and low and see if it goes in any better than it did before. And we're out here in the wilderness. You guys can see right there, I'm surrounded by wilderness and pavement, of course, but I've got the instruction manual right here, and it says shifting procedure, too high, which we're in right now, that's normal drive. You can see right there. It says shifting between too high and four high can be made with the vehicle stopped or in motion. The preferred shifting speed would be 0 to 45. Now you notice it says preferred. It does not say you must, but let's abide by the rules. It says with the vehicle in motion, the transfer case will disengage faster if you momentarily release the accelerator pedal after completing the shift. So apparently you're not supposed to shift into four-wheel drive high while you're pressing on the gas pedal. Now, it says do not accelerate while shifting. Well, obviously you couldn't do that if you're not pressing on the gas pedal, right? Apply a constant force when shifting the transfer case lever. Okay, so, and one other thing to note, all wheels are supposed to be spinning equally. Makes sense because everything in there has to mesh up, right? That's about it. It does also mention that during cold weather, you may experience increased shifting effort until the fluids warm up. Yeah, it makes sense like anything else. Even with a manual transmission, it's a little more sticky when it's cold outside. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take off, and I'm going to shift into four-wheel drive high. I'll show you guys that. Hopefully there's no carnage. That would be a bad day for me. So I'm sitting right now. I'm not accelerating. I'm going to accelerate up to, I don't know, probably 10, 20 miles an hour, not too fast. And then I'm going to shift into four-wheel drive high. So here we go. Let's take off. Again, if you're not familiar, the shifter is right here. You just pull back one notch. You'll see right there, four-wheel drive high. And then you should have an indication in the dash. So let's get going. We're going about 10 miles an hour. Take my foot off the accelerator and pull back. I'm pulled back. I am in four-wheel drive high. Hopefully you can see there now. Doesn't feel any different, which is a good thing. Not really looking for it to feel any different. So no big deal there. Now we're going to pull up to the stop sign. I'm going to stop. And then you're supposed to put the vehicle in neutral. So the gear selector, which is of course right here, you're supposed to put it in neutral and then shift into four-wheel drive low, which is all the way down, and it says do not pause at neutral. So we're going to do that. Let's check real quick. I'm curious as to what the speed is. It does say here that with the vehicle rolling at 2 to 3 miles per hour, shift an automatic transmission into neutral or press the clutch pedal if you have a manual. While the vehicle is coasting, so you're just coasting in neutral, at 2 to 3 miles per hour, shift the transfer case lever firmly to desired position. Do not pause with the transfer case in neutral. Once the shift is completed, press the automatic transmission into drive or release the clutch pedal. That's it. It also says here as a note, shifting into or out of four low as possible with the vehicle completely stopped. However, difficulty may occur during the mating teeth Several attempts may be required. The preferred method is with the vehicle rolling 2 to 3 miles per hour. Avoid attempting to engage or disengage for low with the vehicle moving faster than 2 to 3 miles per hour. Okay, so we're going to get rolling. We're going to cross the street here, and then I am going to go to neutral on the gear selector, and then we're going to go all the way down to 4 low on the 4-wheel drive selector. So let's get rolling. We're still in 4-wheel drive high. You guys can see it lit up right there. So let me make sure there's no traffic. Okay, here we go. Again, it doesn't feel any different this time. 2 to 3 miles per hour. Well, I'm already going 12 miles per hour, so I do need to slow down a little bit apparently. So let's go down to 2 to 3 miles per hour. This is going to be difficult to achieve actually. Okay, I'm rolling at 4 miles per hour, 3, 4. We're going to let it coast. We're going to go to neutral. There we're in neutral. Now we're going all the way down to 4 low. Here we go. Auto park disabled, and we are in 4 low. Now let's go back to drive. Okay, we're in drive, and we are in 4 low. You guys can see right there. That was pretty easy this time. Definitely not a difficult maneuver. Now I want to go back to 4 high. I don't believe we have to go to neutral. It's pretty vague. It doesn't say, but we're going to go back to 4 high. It's not letting me. I'm going to neutral. Now I'm going to 4 high. Okay, I am at 4 high now. Back to drive. You can see on the screen there it says 4 high. All right, so apparently you must go back to neutral before you can go to 4 high. Now let's make this turn, and we're going to go back to 4. Now I can feel a little bit of pull in the tires because we're making a turn here. So let's make that turn. And now I'm going to go back to 2 high. Here we go. 2 high, you can see on the screen right there. So we have successfully run through the motions of going through to 4-wheel drive high and 4-wheel drive low. No issues there, and I'm pretty happy this time because it was much simpler to do this time than it was before. So not difficult at all. Maybe it just took a little bit of breaking in, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it functioned. Now, one other thing I want to broach while I'm on here. The last time I did this test, I think 3 or 4 people had some kind of coronary because they were amazed that I would be shifting into 4-wheel drive while on pavement. And while it's probably not a great idea, you wouldn't want to drive for long distances while in 4-wheel drive on pavement. I don't believe there's anything wrong with it as long as you stay in pretty much a straight line. Don't turn the tires, don't floor it. In other words, don't do anything that would put more stress on the drivetrain while you're on a hard surface like a road. It is designed for slippage and traction, and obviously you don't need it, and the wheels are not gonna slip most likely while you're on pavement, so it could cause damage, I suppose, if you go crazy. But no worries as far as I'm concerned. Taking it out and testing it like I just did, running it through so that you lubricate everything up and keep everything the way that it should be. Anyway, that's my little test of putting the Jeep Gladiator for the second time. Actually, I know I've been bad. I should be putting it into 4-wheel drive more often, both for function and fun. But that's how it's done. Leave a comment, let me know if you've had any issues or if you ever even put your Gladiator into 4-wheel drive. I'd be curious to know. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.